people don't know what is the IELTS exam. This is a test where it have four parts: speaking, listening, writing, and reading. These four parts um, prove your English level and your English skills, and this can open many doors for you in the future, like many universities, many industries, companies, universities, and also schools and works need the result of this test to prove that you can that you're able to make everything they want with your English level. Something that you need to know about this test is that it's actually more important than you can imagine. It's an official requirement to enter to many corporations, to many international professional organizations. Actually, it's a requirement to enter to 25,000 universities all around the world. It is very important to the immigration offices and many more institutions. So many people get anxious, mad sometimes, and nervous before doing this exam. But also, many people don't consider the real benefits of this exam. The benefits are very important, actually, more important for your future, because if you have this exam passed, like you have a good grade and you went good on the exam, you can like automatically enter to some universities. For example, there are universities that you don't need to do a test, but you need to have this certificate of the IELTS exam to enter, because the only thing that they need is a proof that you are good on English and you have a very good skills on English. Also, well, when you practice for this exam in many institutions like schools, there are also special classes for this exam. You practice your English and you can make it better, and before you make this exam, you will finish all this process having a better English and better English skills. Well, maybe some of you have the same question: where the IELTS test or the IELTS format came from and who designed it. Well, actually, this exam has been designed by an Australian institution, and this institution is very popular in many places of the world, and this have a very big impact on your benefits, and because many institutions know that this organization have um, a format that proves without a doubt if you know English well or not. Like, there are no doubts about this institution, and this can help you so much because after you have passed this exam, the organizations don't have the need to that you take another exam or that you prove your English skills for another way. Well, so many people have the same question about the results of this test. There are two ways that you can present your test. You can present your test in your computer, and you can present your test on paper based. If you do your test on your computer, your results will get to your mail, the one that you use to on your data to do your register, and The results will get after 5 to 7 days that you have done the exam. And if you do it on paper based, the the results will get to your mail, to your same mail, after 7 to 13 days you have done the exam.
The different sections of the exam are reading, writing, speaking, and listening. First, I am going to talk about reading. This part takes 60 minutes. It has 3 sections, 40 questions, and 3 texts with around 2,500 words altogether. In the exam, there are going to be different types of writings like magazine, newspapers, and other things. So you need to practice a lot. You need to have 13 correct answers to can pass this part. The skills you need are read quickly, but you need to pay a lot of attention in the keywords, images, titles, subtitles, and captions. And the tip more important is to never read the whole text, because there is no time to read the whole text. Only read the key
IELTS
things.
exam tips 1 week before the test. Make sure you have completed at least 1 or 2 complete IELTS practice tests before your real test. Practice using the official IELTS writing paper. You can free download it in your computer, and it's given a video. Review common topics of the IELTS speaking and writing. And if you're worried about your test, considering booking 2 tests. You can use the best score for any test. The majority of time is your passport or your ID, like for vote stuff. Listen to instructions. Listen carefully to all instructions given for your test starts, so you don't commit any errors. Focus and be calm. Make sure you go into your test with a clear mind and understanding of the techniques you need to use. Be calm and confident all the time. You got this. Don't cheat. It is an international test, and cheating or copying is not allowed. No dictionary. You're not allowed to use any form of learning aids in your test. Don't take the test paper home. You're not allowed to take any part of the question paper home with you. And don't continue writing after the invigilator tells you to stop. If you continue writing even one word or one sentence, you could have your whole test invalidated. Now, I'm going to tell you on the day IELTS exam tips. You have to sleep and eat well before taking the exam, so you have a lot of energy. The clothes. You have to wear something comfortable for you, so you're not comfortable during the test, but it also has to be a good appearance on you. Drink. You can take a drink into the exam room as long as it is transparent bottle. And I really recommend to you arrive early, because you maybe have some questions, or to be just punctual. The toilet. Always go before taking the exam, because it takes 2 hours and 40 minutes each task except the speaking part. There is no break, so make sure you go to the toilet before enter the exam room. No phones, absolutely no phones. You'll be not allowed to take your phone or any other electronic items into the test room. ID. Always check your test center exactly what ID you need to take with you. These are 3 parts of the IELTS exam. You have to be very prepared. Good luck! Listening. It takes 30 minutes. It's 40 questions long, and is 10 per section. It is played once only. You cannot listen twice. There is time to read enough through the question before you begin, so you have the time to answer. There is 10 minutes at the end to transfer your answers to the booklet of answers. And there are 4 sections. Hey, you know what you need to the listening part? You need knowledge of spoken English, fluency, knowledge of conventions like expressions, ability to predict, keywords, synonyms, note take. Listening for gist is general idea, understanding the main points, etc. And listening to specific information is attention to detail. And detail understanding is a person speaking and understand everything they say. The next section is writing. Is the third test. It's 2 tasks, 60 minutes long. The first task is 150 words, 20 minutes, and you can go 10% over. It's a report. Task 2 is 250 and 100 words, and it's 40 minutes. Under word limit, it's penalized, and you have an answer booklet, no notes unacceptable, and it has to be legible. The tips are: don't copy phrases from the question, don't include the information, and don't take more than 20 minutes, or otherwise you'll be penalized. The type of essays are opinion, for and against, advantage and disadvantages, problem and solution, and you have to use 10 connectors at least. Another tips are linking ideas between sentence and paragraphs, expressing views, making concessions, and giving opposing arguments. You have to refer to the cause and effect. The next part is speaking. The topics normally are family and friends, habits and routines, work and studies, etc. It's 1 to 2 minute topic speaking, 5 parts. You have to formal in the third part, general questions, and you have to use a lot of verbal diarrhea. You have always to explain why. Your tips are brief notes, 3 things to say about each question, leave enough time to talk about the most interesting questions, and when you have no idea what to say, you have to say, I don't remember now, I knew it yesterday, but I'm sure I'll remember tomorrow, because you use all the time.
There are 2 different types of IELTS exam. If you have never heard of this and you don't know what the difference is in each of them, don't worry. Today, in a few minutes, you can learn about the 2 different types that the IELTS exam have. The first type of exam is the IELTS Academy. It's the exam that you need to take if you want to study at a higher level educational institution. The IELTS training is the second type of IELTS exam. If you need a certificate that proves that you can communicate clearly and fluently in different environments, such as work. Now that we talk about the different types of IELTS exam, I will tell you where can you do this exam. The exam will take place at an office IELTS test center of the British Council. Something that is going to help you is that the IELTS institution brings to all the public a guide so you can practice your English skills.